some young broke dude.
This shit is getting out of hand. So my son got kicked out of our public school just because he's not vaccinated. This is the government's way of tricking you into getting your mind controlled. You don't know what the government is forcing you to take. Hashtag anti-vaxxers. Hashtag mom.
So I was in Spanish class and we had a new student. He leans over to me, introduces himself, and we talk a little back and forth. He then looks at the teacher, then back to me and asks, "That's the Spanish teacher?" And I'm like, "Yep." He deadass says she's white, and I just stared at him. I've lost all hope in humanity. If only there was an entire country full of white people speaking Spanish.
Oh, bro.
My $5,000 oscilloscope can't connect to the network because a Wi-Fi enabled light bulb stole its fixed IP address. The future is fucking stupid.
No, I read something one day on this and it is the S or the C silent in send and I haven't been able to get it out of my head. Will someone please tell me what one it is? Ha 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 ha.
The C, because pronounced sent and it is exactly the same a sound as sent.
Oh yes, makes sense now, lol. I'd done my head in, I would never have thought of that. Ha 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 ha.
And if you take away the C, it still sounds like sent, but take away the S and it sounds like Kent. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
3, 4, that's Jason, you whore.
Look at the solar system. Every single other planet has been proven round. So what clusterfuck of events led to the Earth being flat? Riddle me that.
The Earth is not a planet.
Florida man arrested for hanging on traffic light and shitting on cars passing underneath.
A high school with a parking lot. You know you've gone too far into liberalism when your teenager can drive a car to go to school.
Dude, the teachers need cars to get to the school. Wouldn't it be nice to have a place to park your car?
If a guy prefers women with short hair over long hair, he is probably a closeted gay.
Would you say women who like dudes with long hair are probably closeted lesbians?
That's the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
I mean, it's the same logic, isn't it?
No.
That Skrillex today didn't have a pen and paper, so I had him sign my notes.
Oh my god, word of advice, never try to cremate your deceased pet in your oven. Not only is it the worst smell imaginable, they do not turn to ashes, they just burn. This day did not start off good.
You know how to design.
Stomp my flag, I'll eat your ass.
Emergency phone not installed. Please do not have an emergency at this location.
Fuck. Candace and her friend stopped talking for a couple minutes, and I wasn't paying attention and thought they'd left. I let one rip on the shitter for like a solid 10 seconds. They immediately started talking again. Don't know if they heard me. Fuck my life. Dear school, stop pushing reading so much. It's 2019. The internet is full of text which we read every day. A physical book isn't fucking magic. We can get vocabulary and imagination elsewhere. Googling writing prompts is way easier and oftentimes more effective. Sincerely, me.
There isn't a reason to stay poor in the United States. We have the freedom to pursue the financial income we want.
My son turned in his science fair project today explaining how the flat earth model works. Presentations are this Friday and I'm excited to help him teach about the truth.
Do batteries contain data? For example, if I get rid of a battery, can someone use that battery to see my email, pictures, or videos? After removing a battery, do I put it in the recycle bin?
I just opened the emergency exit and a whole ass alarm went off.
In our never-ending quest to keep you safe at festivals, we often have officers in plain clothes walking the crowds, and yesterday, our officer used expert techniques to blend in.
When Amazon owns the world's largest river.
So there's an Amazon River now? What next? Lake Facebook? Mount PayPal?
How tall are you?
Why?
I only date tall guys.
6'3". How much do you weigh?
What the fuck? Why?
I don't date overweight girls.
Wow, you're a misogynistic pig judging women. I hope you die alone.
So last night I was positive there was a ghost baby in the bed with my son. I was so freaked out I barely slept. I even tried creeping in there with a flashlight while my son was sleeping. Well, this morning I go to investigate a bit further. It turns out my husband just forgot to put the mattress protector on when he changed the sheets. I could kill him. Trans women can be mothers because they've carried their children in their sperm and gestated them in their testicles, just as pregnant people do with an egg and uterus. There is literally no difference.
Bold as fucking class right now.
Are you in a car?
My sister-in-law died in a fire. Her Bible was beside her bed on a stand. Not a burn mark on the Bible. Awesome. Miracle from God.
Someone died, Beverly.
Friends, I am desperate here. I am a newly non-vaccinator and I want to write about vaccination dangers for my final thesis in college. However, I have to use scholarly journals, etc. as my sources. When I search deep into GSU's library, every article seems to be pro-vax and nothing supporting my argument. Does anyone have some scholarly docs that I can use to prove my point effectively? Thank you all.
The fact that you cannot find any journals to back up your viewpoint may suggest you need to reassess your viewpoint.
Will I get pregnant if my dog ejaculated in me? Well, me and my boyfriend decided to have sex at my house since my parents are away. We were doing foreplay for a good 15 minutes. I was giving him head while he was lying down with his eyes closed. Then, all of a sudden, my 3.5 foot tall, 135-pound Great Dane came over and stuck his penis in my vagina from behind. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. My Great Dane started humping me, and I was just yelling. My boyfriend was just sitting there, shocked. He tried to move the dog, but the dog would not budge. Suddenly, I felt a warm, sticky fluid in my vagina. Then my Great Dane came off after he had just finished breeding with me. I sat there shocked, crying, and my boyfriend just hugged me. Am I going to have dog-faced babies with human bodies? How would I be able to explain that to my parents? Please help.
Do not arrest this person. My 14-year-old is finally taking an interest in me. Last night he asked about my birth date. This morning he asked which street I grew up on. This evening he wanted to know where I met his mom.
Haha, he's asking for your bank security question answers. He'll want your favorite pet's name next.
KKK leaders started stabbing each other over argument about who's the most racist.
Called a restaurant to make a reservation but couldn't think of the word, so asked for a food appointment and now I can never show my face there again.
Leg day is the best day.
What legs?
Really? That's funny because I won the powerlifting squad competition 2 years in a row, the second 24-year-old to ever squats over 500. So I'm not really sure what you're meaning. My legs are 18 inches around. I think you're blind, you fucking idiot.
I was making a cabo joke.
In a few years, Greta Thunberg and her hippie parents will become the 1% multimillionaires they claim to hate, getting rich off speaking engagements, sponsorships, and book deals.
I too judge people and their messages by imaginary things from the future that haven't happened.
Here at Store Saratoga Springs, we have some pretty cool people. We would like to thank Associates Name. Thanks for doing such a great job, Associates Name. We appreciate you. Hashtag Walmart Family.
Never actually knew there was a difference between then and than. Always thought people just used than when they wanted their sentence to look American or something.
This is how America should be. Cowboys, guns, steeds, wilderness, not a city-dwelling liberal in sight.
Football encourages rape. The mechanics of the game hint strongly at themes of control, dominance, and violence. Why is it not banned yet? The very fact that the player's aim is to compete to violently thrust a ball, sperm, into a goal, vagina, is indicative of rape culture. Met a guy last night and he said he works for Amazon. My dumbass was like, oh my god, I use Amazon Prime all the time. Then he said, actually the rainforest. I have koalas at my house right now because of the fire.
So yeah, I quit my job today.
Why'd you do that?
I'm gonna start a band.
A band?
Yup.
Can you even play an instrument?
Not yet, but now that I got all this extra free time, I can start learning.
Oh, okay. Do you own an instrument?
Oh, no. I'm gonna start saving up though.
How? You just quit your job.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm going to apply for disability. That should be enough to cover food and rent while I hunker down and learn to play.
Disability? What disability do you have?
I mean, look at me, for one. And for two, I have anxiety.
When did you get anxiety?
I've always been anxious. That's why I stay home and I eat because of my anxiety, you know?
I've never seen you be anxious in my entire life.
It's a below the surface pain that I struggle with every day.
Could have fooled me. Maybe if you mean you're anxious to get into the buffet line or anxious for some cherry pie.
Hey man, not cool.
So who's gonna be in your band?
I don't know yet. Maybe I'll put an ad on Craigslist. I'm thinking I'll start a GoFundMe to help supplement my government assistance checks.
Right on. Can I be in your band?
What can you play?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing, but I can learn.
Hell no. I only want the best musicians in my band.
But you can't even play.
I know, but when I can, I don't want to be surrounded by beginners. I want to rock stadiums and get girls.
You got some big dreams, my guy.
You know, you can't just sit back and let life pass you by. You gotta dream big and act bigger.
Well, if you got one thing going for you, you're definitely big.
Stop fat shaming me, I'm sensitive.
Am I making you feel anxious?
Yeah, now I'm craving mac and cheese.
Get your mom to make you some.
I can't, she has me on a special diet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've gone full keto.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah, don't worry about me though. I bought an ice cream cake from the supermarket earlier and I got it stashed under my bed for when she's asleep.
Oh, well, Wait, what? You stashed an ice cream cake under your bed?
Yup, she'll never find it. I pushed it all the way against the wall.
Isn't it gonna melt?
No, it's cake.
Ice cream cake.
What? No. Oh shit, my cake!